Good morning, YouTube, and all my fellow truckers and truckettes out there. Thanks again for finding your way back to the Highway Cowboy channel. I just got pulled out of the Petro in Kenly, North Carolina this morning, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with coffee in hand, because God knows I need me caffeine in the morning. And I got to tell you guys, I got done yesterday changing out an airbag on my steer axle yesterday, because it was leaking pretty bad, so it's got to be done. And it got me thinking about a subject that is on the top of my list of things I think about on a regular basis, and that is working on your own truck and maintaining your own truck. Now, whether you're an owner operator or a lease operator, or even if you're looking to getting to your own truck at some point, it should be a top priority is to learning how to do that. It's a good skill to have. And you guys got to remember that you're also a business owner, not only just a driver. And I don't know about you, if you're anything like me, that I like to pinch a penny here and there, and if I can save some money now and then, that's something I'd like to do. And especially nowadays with the economy the way it is in 2022, with the prices that are going up, 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 and no sign of going back down, it's definitely a good thing to learn. Now, the thing is, I can't tell you how many times somebody told me at a truck stop or where have you, well, Brian, I ain't a mechanic. I don't know how to work on my own truck. And I'm just sitting there kind of scratching my head thinking, I mean, if you know how to turn a wrench, you can read, and you don't have a learning disability, there's no reason why you can't learn how to work on your own truck. That's a really poor excuse. That's like saying, hey, I bought this new iPhone. My batteries are dead, and I mean, I don't know how to plug it in, so I'm just going to take it to Apple and have them do it for me. And oh, yeah, and I'll pay the premium for it, too. Kind of dumb if you ask me. But not only that, you have to look at it this way, you're saving a lot of money doing that. And for example, you go into a shop, let's say you go to a dealership, and not only that, listen, you look at it this way, the rates for the shop are at a Peterbilt right now are upwards of $225, which, ouch, I mean, that's hurt just to think about. But what do they tell you? They tell you, oh, it's going to be about 2 weeks before we can get you into a shop. Or you go to a TA, oh, it's going to be 10 or 15 hours before we can pull you into a bay. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'll tell you what, hey, you're losing money just sitting around. And when they finally get into putting you into a bay, well, you don't know if they're going to try to upsell you on something. Well, normally they tell you, well, we got to diagnose your truck, and it's going to be about, what, a minimum an hour and a half, which right off the bat, off the get-go, you're already spent money just pulling into the bay. But then they try to upsell you on some stuff. Oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be that, and it's probably this. We don't really know. We're not sure. But here's a parts list that you got to buy. And most of the stuff you probably don't even need. And then on top of that, they're going to tack on the labor rates or whatever rate they charge you, which is probably asinine to begin with. You know they're going to be stretching that out as much as possible. I'm going to use my example of the airbag again. It took me about 20 minutes to change that airbag out. Real simple job. When you take that into a shop, you know they're going to stretch it out to about 2 hours, and they're going to hold a straight face to you and say, oh, yeah, that's by the books. Oh, no, it ain't. It only took about 20 minutes for me. And you walk out of there with a bill in your hand thinking, well, you've been had. Yeah, because you've been had. You know, there's a lot of shady folk out there. There's a lot of bad apples in the industry of the mechanics that really put a bad name on everybody. You know, you drive 20 minutes down the road to realize your problem ain't been fixed either, too. You got to come back there and do it all over again. You know, it's bad. So why not learn how to fix your own truck? It's a skill that's necessary, I think, in today's economy and trucking and the industry that we're in. You know, and in lieu of that, do your pre-trip, guys. Do your pre-trip religiously, because that's when you catch up to all the little things that's wrong with your truck. It's better you to find it early than to DOT to find it for you. You know what I mean? And don't wait for things to blow up on you, and then you're stuck on the side of the road. Then you really got to pay for that tow bill, too. That's another one. That's another one that's going to charge you way, way much more than it really needs to be. So, you know, that'll give you time to shop around. It'll give you time to find the parts that you need, go online or what have you. Because I'll give you another example. The airbag that I changed out, you go online, it costs about $150. Okay. Whereas I called a Peterbilt back home, and in Orlando, they try to sell that same airbag for $400. Now, that must be some strong drugs they're smoking, because ain't nobody in their right mind is going to pay for that. But see, this is where your pre-trip comes in handy. You got to give yourself some time, some leeway, and maintain your own truck, guys. It's a great skill to have, and invest that time into learning how to do it. You invested the time to open up your business. You invested the time into buying your own truck. It don't cost nothing to learn how to fix your truck, to do the research. Do it, guys. Spend that time. Now, with that in mind, I'd like to thank you guys again for joining the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Adios. Ciao.